Oi, get up! I'm up. Are you trying to get us evicted? That won't matter if you lay in bed for another month. You do realize we need money to stay in this house, right? And the last time I checked, money doesn't grow on trees. They do, though. Where do you think money comes from? Thin air? Besides, couldn't you pay for the rent and bills? This is your house! So shouldn't you pay the rent? Come on, get up. We need to make a new video right now. How are we gonna make money when you have like 10 subscribers? What makes you think we'll get monetized? 18 actually. That's why we need to pump out more videos for more people to watch. Now get up! The viewers are getting bored watching us talk. Actually, that will help us get to the 10-minute mark. Alright, fine. Let's do this. So, what's the video again? Oh, 버튼이야! Despite the title having nothing to do with Spider-Man, the gameplay is basically a mobile version of Web of Shadows, except with less features. Do I have to say this? Do it for the bit, Auntie! How can you compare this to Web of Shadows? I'm glad you asked, Auntie. I'm not saying the gameplay is Web of Shadows, but inspired by it. You can swing, web zip, or in this case, rope zip, run on walls like Naruto, and probably the coolest thing you can do in this game, launch yourself on other street lamps. This allows you to continue swinging before hitting the ground, or, if you're bored, you can fling yourself to other street lamps till there are no more to launch from. Unlike Web of Shadows, there's no overarching story from what I know of. No symbiote invasion or other superheroes to aid you. Just fight crime and other occasional ninjas till the boss meter is full. If you're a non-lethal protector, you can fight crime with your bare fist only. But if you want to deal some real damage, then you can use your ninja weapons, which include a freaking katana and ninja stars. Once you murder most of the city's population, you can go make bad puns to a random police officer to start a boss fight. And the moment you've been waiting for is here. This is the day where you take down the city's most notorious villain, Purple Deathstroke.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
諦めんなよ諦めんなお前どうしてそこでやめるんだそこでもう少し頑張ってみろよダメ諦めたら周りのこと思えよ応援してる人たちのこと思ってみろってあともうちょっとのところなんだから言えばいいだ
The Spider Fighter game started out as a simple Spider-Man beat-em up that has repetitive levels and boss fights. If you beat all 3 bosses, nothing new comes out of it, except for leveling up, of course. This was the case for 2 games. Its 3rd installment, on the other hand, is where major adjustments were made. Because the Mad Lad developers decided to lock in and make Spider-Man PS4 into a mobile game. Unlike the smooth and versatile web swinging in the PS4 game, Spider Fighter is a lot jankier and less satisfying. But what did you expect from a mobile Spider-Man game? You can zip to the edge of buildings like the PS4 game, but you can't launch from them. The wall run in this game is kinda annoying to control, because you stick to every wall you touch, and you have times where you unintentionally attach to them. Sorry, Miss or Mr. Developer. Arachnid 15 is just kinda bad at your game.
Hey!
Anyways, the fighting mechanic is pretty good for the most part. You can do this simple combo by mashing the attack button, but if you hold it, you can do an uppercut, which you can follow up with another combo mid-air. This is useful if you want to get rid of enemies with shields. You have a dedicated web pull button, where you can zip to your enemies. There's also a dodge button, where if you hold it, you can web kick a horde of enemies. You can also do finishers like the PS4 game. But instead of using your focus bar, it cools down for a minute until you can use it again. And finally, you can switch between shooting webs or any other gadgets through the menu.
If you watch Skibbity Toilet, like, if you follow along the story, it's pretty good if you like stories.
Let's move from the controls to the story. Stories. You see, Spider Fighter has 4 missions to choose from, each containing a narrative. Crazy, right? A knockoff mobile game, having this much content. Anyways, the missions you can choose from are pizza delivery, car chases, destroying shield generators, and finally, the Hacker Girl missions. For this video, I'll be only focusing on the Hacker Girl missions, and I'll let you guys check out the others on your own so you won't be spoiled. Also helps me finish the video quicker. Consider this mission an example of how bonkers the narrative is in the other missions. In a nutshell, you meet this Hacker Girl in an alleyway, and she asks you to protect her from a bunch of goons, while she works on someone's corpse to find some sort of treasure. Ew, goons. What's wrong with goons? Moving on! After beating the same mission several times, Hacker Girl reveals that the corpse she's working on were battle bots, which explains why she had a HUD open this entire time. She then tells you to meet her near a bank for some plan. After talking to her, it turns out these goobers were sent by this world's equivalent of the Kingpin, simply named the Boss. The Boss would try to ambush you, but Hacker Girl would make Hacker Girl makes the battle boss take a day off. This results in the boss having no choice but to stop the robot development program and destroy all the battle bots and fight you alone. After you beat him, you and Hacker Girl part ways. To conclude, and to finally upload this video, Spider Fighter 3 is a massive improvement compared to its previous games in terms of scope, and it's still getting tons of updates to this day, which explains why this video took so long to make. When I was editing this video, the game was recently updated, and now it has this new feature where an invader would spawn somewhere in your world, and you have to fight them. This feature is supposed to be something akin to online PvP, but I'm pretty sure player 71191 might be a bot. I don't know, it's just a hunch. And I guess that's all the games I want to cover. With the official Spider-Man mobile games being cancelled and can only be played through shady links, at least we have these knockoffs that fill that Spider-Man phone game hole in our hearts. And aside from them having the phone ad curse while during gameplay, I can confidently say that they can be fun if you have nothing else to do. Man, why am I doing this? To like and subscribe!